Hello, welcome to my tutorial on adding and subtracting fractions. Let's have a look at a pair of quite simple and straightforward fractions. Now in this example, the denominator, and that is the number that is on the bottom of the fraction, and that represents the amount of pieces that the whole is split into. So if you imagine that we have a pizza, this pizza is split into 4. When we're adding and subtracting fractions, we have to make sure the denominators are the same, otherwise we can't add or subtract them. So in this case, they are the same, so we don't have to do anything to the bottom because it remains as quarters. It's like saying how many 50p's have we got? And in this case, we have 3/4 or 3 50p's. So this is quite easy, and it's the same with a subtraction. If you wanted to subtract a fraction, again, you need to make sure the denominators are the same, and you can just simply subtract them from one another. So 2 take away 1 is 1. But what do we do when the denominators are different? So let's take this pair of fractions. Now here we can see in this fraction, this pair, the denominators are different. One's third and the other one's fifths. So as they stand, we can't add them or we couldn't subtract them. We have to make the denominator the same. So the easiest way to do this is to times the denominators together to give us a common multiple. So we're looking for a number that 3 will go into and also that 5 will go into, the common multiple. So the easiest way to do this is to simply times the denominators together. So 3 times 5 is 15 and 5 times 3 is 15. Now whatever we do to the denominator, we also have to do to the numerator. So what did we do to get 15 from 3? What did we times 3 by? Well, we times it by 5. So if we times the bottom by 5, we also have to times the top by 5. So 2 times 5 would be 10. What did we do to the 5 to make it 15? Well, we times the 5 by 3. Whatever we do to the bottom, we also have to do to the top. So 1 times 3 would be 3. Now we can add them together because the denominators are the same. They are now both 15. So 10 add 3 is 13. Now we can't simplify this. We can't make this into a smaller fraction. There isn't a number that goes into the 13 that also goes into the 15 to make this smaller. So this will be our final answer. We can't simplify it any further. Maybe you would now like to have a go and see if you can add these two fractions together. Again, think the denominators are not the same. What is the common multiple? Once you've found the common multiple, what do we need to times the 5 by, and then the numerator? And what do we need to times the 4 by, and the numerator? Give it a go. Now subtracting works in the same way as addition. The denominators have to be the same for them to be able to be added or subtracted from each other. So you follow the same process. Here we have two fractions where the denominators are different. So how do we make them the same? Well, we look for the common multiple, and the easiest way to do this is to times the 9 and the 2 together. So if we did that, that would give us 18. So we now know on the bottom goes 18. So what did we do to the 9 to make it 18? Well, we times it by 2. So whatever we do to the bottom, we also have to do to the top. So 2 times 8 is 16. What did we do to the 2 to make it to 18? We times it by 9. So again, whatever we do to the bottom, we also have to do to the top. So 1 times 9. So now we have the denominators are the same, and we can take away the fractions from each other. So 16 18ths take away 9 18ths equals 7 18ths. Now can we simplify this? Is there a number that goes into 7 that also goes into the 18? No, there isn't. So that is our final answer. Have a look at this. See if you can take away these two fractions from each other, remembering to check if the denominators are the same, to find the common multiple, to times the numerator, and to simplify if necessary. Give it a go.